Hey everyone, as promised, here's a pretty quick side-by-side comparison slash review of the Lager Toys hammer. I don't know what they're called, how you pronounce it, L-A-G-E-R. I want to say Lager, but I think there should be another R for that. Anyway, it's the Thor the Dark World hammer. As far as I'm aware, it's the only one-scale Thor the Dark World hammer replica available. And I'm comparing it with the Museum Replicas one because that's the only other official Mjolnir that I have. So, what I'll do is I'll give you a quick go around. There we go. Flying around. Get in there so you can see the pattern or symbols on the side. I'm not sure what they're actually called. Well, they're made up from the film, aren't they? They don't actually have it on the comic one. Not runes, runes are on the top. On the handle. And the cap. There's two screws at the top, which I think the EFX has that as well. But EFX claim that's because it's from the mould and made as the prop, whereas this is probably just because they wanted to put two screws in the top of it. We'll have a look at the head. There's the runes, and something I've only just noticed now, the way the light is picking up on there, it really does have that metallic look to it. The paint app is, I think, incredible given the price on this. I mean, I've not seen the EFX hammer in hand, but I imagine that's going to have a higher quality paint app given the price point, but this looks like it's made of metal. So, to start, as soon as you lift it up out of the box, you'll notice that it does have a nice weight behind it. One of the things that I was concerned about when ordering it is it going to be like, I don't know, Disguise Hammer 1.2, you know. I don't know if anyone got the Disguise hammer, but that was quite light, hollow, plasticky, but it was only £10 as well, whereas this is 70 quid, and I have to say it's absolutely worth every single penny. I don't think you can get a higher quality replica at a cheaper price. It doesn't feel cheap, it feels like it's a high-end collectible. And the detail on it is absolutely incredible, given that, you know, there's a £280 hammer sitting next to it, that when I just put them side by side, well, you can straight away see, can't you? These patterns are almost non-existent on the Museum Replica hammer, which is a shame because I know this gets a lot of criticism, but I really like it. I really like the original Thor hammer, so I'll never get rid of it. But I do like, you know, the nice leather handle with the strap all the way around it, and what have you, and sewn at the back there. I just wish they'd put a little bit more effort into it, and I do agree with some of the things that people say about it. But again, when you look at that, you would not think that that was a £70 hammer. You would think it cost more than that one. I wish that cost £70. But, yeah. So let's get a little bit closer in. Now you can see here, you've got the line where it's been placed together. That's on both sides. It's not that noticeable, really. The camera's picking it up more, and one thing the camera isn't picking up as well is the colour of that handle. It's a much, much lighter brown. It also has this pattern to it, kind of like the varying colours that you would get on a piece of leather. If it weren't for the line going down it, you wouldn't think that it wasn't leather. They've done a really, really nice job. And of course, then you have the actual leather strap as well, which I'd say I prefer over the Museum Replicas one. See, that one looks like it's really excited, whereas that's just quite flaccid. But it looks good. It just droops. Just droops. There you go. There you go. So, if you was thinking of picking this up and you was on the fence about it, I'd say get it. Don't wait, just get it, because the Disguise Hammer sold out not amazingly quickly, but fast enough. And I mean, I've seen some of those going on eBay at silly prices. I put mine on for bids, started it at £10, and it went for 50. So I'm not saying this is going to go for 5 times the price, but I think these will sell out, and then they will come up at a higher price later. I've already seen some UK eBay sellers with them at, I think it was something like 150, 155. I paid 102 in total, so you know, I've saved myself 50 quid or so there. And I've got it sooner as well, so I don't think they had them in stock yet. So if you're interested, pick it up. I don't think there's anyone in the world who would look at those two and say that that was made of plastic and that was made of metal just from looking at it. From looks alone, they both look like really, really nice, high-quality replica hammers. And in some ways, I'd actually say I prefer this one at the moment to that one, just for the sheer, sharp, crisp lines that you get on the actual head. And look at that. One thing I will point out, despite the paint apps being really nice, is you may get, you see there, it's a bit sloppy. But there's a fix for that. You just do this and ta-da! No big deal. There you go. Would have been nice to have a stand, but again, got to remember that you're paying £70 for something that isn't made from the same type of materials as, say, EFX or Museum Replicas. So, okay, I'll let them off for that one. I'm sure I can craft some kind of stand for it. Look at that. Maybe one last little... See if I can get the... It's just looking like it's a really dark brown, almost black pattern, but it's not. There you go. So yeah, that's that. That's whatever they're called toys. Thor the Dark World Mjolnir. The only for the Dark World 1/1 scale Mjolnir that you can currently get, as far as I'm aware. I hope the video was useful. If you want me to take any pictures, I'm putting them on Sideshow Freak, so if you're interested in any particular images of it, just to sort of go, oh, what does that bit look like there? Or any questions, then just ask a question in the thread and I'll see what I can do. Ta!